Step number 3, for hope on the outside. I want you to consider writing this particular letter. I want you to write a letter to the individual or group or party or company or whoever you did wrong to, saying the following. And I'll tell you what to write in just a minute. This is important because it accomplishes 2 things. Number 1, writing something down starts the powerful act of commitment and accountability with every pen stroke you make. And do not type this out per se, although you may type it, just to get your thoughts out, maybe fast if you like, because I like typing. I don't exactly like handwriting per se. But, that's because I type like 90 words a minute. I would never write a letter by hand at first, per se. I'd type it first, then handwrite it, what I typed out. But anyway, the second reason is to put the victim associated with your crime somewhat at ease, knowing you are very sorry for committing the crime you did and that you are determined to be good, do better, and help others learn from your mistakes so the world can become a safer place for all of us. When this letter is received by the victim, wow, their heads are going to turn upside down and say, and we hope, I can't believe this. I'm so touched by your name. They reached out to me to say these words of commitment and dedication to turning their lives around and even working hard to make the world a safer place for us all. Well, gosh, may God bless him or her, and I hope they find happiness and success in whatever they pursue in their life. I'm proud of them. They served their time, and I can only wish them the very best. Wow, I'm surprised, and I guess I'm a little honored to receive this letter. Wow. Now, just imagine millions of these letters going out from you and others in your shoes to those involved in the crime that, was committed against them. Now, if you don't have the address of the party you wronged, it's okay. What if you're not supposed to contact them? That's okay. The simple act of writing this letter is step 1. Step 2 is the receiving of the letter in someone's hands related to your case that can say, wow, I'm impressed. I'm proud of this person, you, is committed to turning his or her life around. I think I'll reach out and say thank you for writing this letter and let him or her know that I'll communicate their words and intentions with the party that they're not supposed to contact. In fact, I'd like to maybe, send you a personal recommendation of goodwill, etc., to help you get acclimated back into society faster. You see how simple this works? And you see how simple this task is? That literally, it just takes a few hours. Can really help kickstart a ripple effect back in your direction of goodwill and potential good luck. Even if you can't reach anyone to send your letter to, here's what you do. Number 1, you handwrite this letter and you share it with someone you trust and who loves you dearly and knows about the crime you committed and did the time for. Write the letter, then either mail it to them or even read it out loud in person, or maybe over the phone if you could communicate that way. You could personalize it with their name, saying, Dear so-and-so, I know you are aware of the crime I committed and that I have paid my debt to society, or I am currently doing so by finishing my stint at the name of the facility you're at. Well, you might like to know, by writing this letter and stating what you're about to read or hear, I am putting in writing with my own hand that I am fully committed 100% to turning my life around for the good and making true amends with what I did. Further, here are 3 things that I'm doing to help get back on my feet and on the right path to living life as a good citizen and a good modeled citizen. First, I'm going to, and then say what you're going to do. Second, I'm going to say what you're going to do. And third, I'm going to say what you're going to do. I have other things that I'm doing to help improve my life and in so many areas that I'm so excited to see what becomes of me in the days, months, and the years ahead. Many of these things I'm supposed to do came to me through a book that I read called Hope on the Outside by Bart Smith. Of all the people and programs available to me to help me become that better person, this book told me specifically in writing how I can become just that, a better person. Writing this letter was one out of 100+ things that I'm supposed to be doing as it relates to the crime I committed. I'm truly sorry for what I did, and I promise to work hard every day and night to not repeat what I did, but instead to constantly improve myself for the better, and in a way that I can turn what I did into something good and be a positive role model for others. As I sign my name to this letter, you have my word I will do my very best to fulfill everything you just read. Pray for me, as I will pray for all of us. Thank you for reading my letter today. Tomorrow begins the first day of a life of doing good by everyone I know and come in contact with. Sincerely, your name. And dated. Again, even if you can't send this letter to the actual party involved, you and I want to put your written word out into the universe for it to be heard and read. In doing so, watch magic, forgiveness, fired up motivation, and inspiration come to you to be able to do everything that you just mentioned in that letter and so much more. For example, I want to see you send a copy of that letter to me. You can mail it, post it on my website, or even email it to me. I'd like to read it. If I have time, I might even reach out to you and congratulate you for writing such a letter. And again, it all depends on availability and where I'm at in this world. I might be on a beach somewhere, which I hope you're going to be on one day soon. How would you like that? And hey, I'll do my best. But still, do this immediately upon getting out, or if you feel motivated to write it now while on the inside, then write it. By golly, write. In advance, I'm proud of you for taking pen to paper and writing this letter, then mailing it or just reading it out loud to someone close by, or sending it to me or someone, anyone. Read it to the officer that's walking the beat right there in the hallway, or the next person you see, maybe the cook at the cafeteria, who knows. The point is, just do all that I just mentioned. Send copies to anyone and everyone you want. I'm proud of you. Now keep reading this book or listening to the audio version of Hope on the Outside. There's still so much I want you to do. You know, as they say, idle hands do the devil's work. So let's get you busy doing all the right things so you can stay away and out of trouble every day and hopefully for the rest of your life. Come on, let's check it out. Good stuff's up ahead.